Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stampin'Up Blessing. Super excited to bring you today 2 more ideas with the new paper pumpkin kit, a kit in color. Today I want to bring you 2 different ideas. They're alternates to the cards. I love the cards, how they came, but if you want something a little bit different, I hope you like it. You're gonna see a cake happening, you're gonna see some flowers happening, and I think you can create it with what you have at home. I hope you are blessed by these ideas, and at the end, if you are one that has been stretched lately and you feel like you're stretching and circumstances are stretching around you and you have no idea how to deal with it, wait till the end. I have an encouraging word for you and I hope it blesses you. I'm gonna turn my camera around and say hello to everybody. It's so good to see you all. It is so awesome. God is so good. And I have 2 more ideas for you today. I'm super excited to share them with you. These are the cards that actually came with the kit. And you know what? After looking at them, I actually like them. I actually like the set like this. I actually like how they came out. And I've been looking at them at first. I felt they were really, really bright. And then I'm like, you know what? I do like them. This one is a cool one, like for encouraging words or for birthdays, and this one is so different because it has a nice clouds, and then this one is, hey, always encouraging, and I love orange, so this really hit the spot with me because it has all that orange in there. Now, some are looking for different alternates, and I decided to make something a little bit different today so that you are blessed and inspired as well. And I'm going to be using some of my stamps, the Misty Moonlight. These are some of the cards that I made on my previous video. And these ones are mainly for like the stamp sets. Like I like focusing on the stamp sets. That's what I usually do on the first video. Today, I want to show you 2 cards alternating this one. Instead of making this one, you're going to make the one that I have here. And then instead of making this one with a very, very bright rainbow card base, you may be able to do the one that I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to bring my cutter because I'm going to change things a teeny bit for this card. This is the one that came with a purple posy note card. It's a little bit smaller than usual. It's like 5 by 3.5. Okay, so this is a little smaller, but we're going to use this card base, and we're certainly going to use this as well. These 2 parts, I'm going to leave them here. No, actually, I'm going to use the vellum too, but not this little tab. So I will use that tab a little later. So to start, I'm going to take my little piece of card paper, whatever, cardstock paper, the colorful one, and I'm going to turn it sideways on the horizontal, and I want to cut this at 1.5, and I'm having this right there, so I'm going to go at 1.5, and I'm going to be cutting right there. Okay, and I'm going to use both parts of this piece of cardboard here. Okay, first one, I know I want to position right there, my little banner. So I can do that right away. I'm going to bring my little snail adhesive, put a little bit of snail right there on that side, and I'm going to do this and just put it there. Now this is going to become something totally different. And for this card, I decided to bring my cake or build a cake punch that is still available, and decided that I wanted to make a cake. Aha! So what you're seeing now is a cake. Aha! This part. So I'm going to use a piece of Misty Moonlight designer shears paper, and this is just for my cake stand. Okay. This is all going to be available on June 3rd. You'll be able to get the colors that you want. And I know I want to position this big, big, beautiful cake right on top of my wonderful stand. Now, to do the stand, let me just bring a little bit of glue and put it in position. Hey. I love doing this. Hello, Philomena. So good to see you this morning. Good morning, good morning. The Lord is good. So I'm going to position this right here. Okay. And then I'm going to bring some of my dimensionals because I want to be able to put my cake in place. Doo-doo-doo. Thank you, Lord, for all the ideas. This kit is really fun. The colors and I think the purpose behind it is to really be very bright and encouraging for others. And in such gloomy days, really, a card like this in the mail picks up anybody, you know. I'm sure makes anybody feels good and excited. So we are making a little cake here. We're gonna put it on top of this. Look how cute, but we're not done with that. I'm also going to add a little bow at the top. So let me make my bow. I love making bows and I love using twine and ribbons. That's why I do my paper shares and my ribbon shares so I can get my hands in all the ribbon possible and all the paper as well. So I'm going to be just making a tiny bow here that I plan to put on top of my cake. I'm keeping it simple and trying to use the things that came with the kit. And since this beautiful twine came with a kit, that's what I'm using. Now, in order to put my bow, I will be adding a little one here of these. It's one of our paper pumpkin glue dots, and I'll put this right here at the top. Now I'm not done because I want to add a sentiment to this, and I'll show you what I'll do for that. I'm going to bring my Oh Happy Day, and I'm going to be using my Misty Moonlight. Now, something that I love doing is going back to things that I used in the past, and this is my little book. You've seen it before, and I'm going to particularly look, okay, this one's. This is from the December, the past December 2019, came with a bunch of banners like this. Well, I'm going to use one of them. And in my organization now in 2020, I made an organization video. I put this, it's now full because I got a bunch of my leftovers and put them there so I can use them whenever I want to, okay? With photopolymer stamps, as I always recommend that you have a paper piercer. In this case, this is a Stampin'Up one. And it's the one that we usually use to do pokes on cards. If you want to make a little poke on a card, you see? Like that, but it's also very, very useful for when you are going to stamp something with a photopolymer. Since it doesn't have that cushion, it's great to use it with. So let's get our little tab right there, and I think you're gonna like that. You know what, I got this kit pretty late compared with other kits. Oh my goodness, I felt like it took forever with all the pandemic and everything that's been going around. Yeah, I didn't get this kit as early as I usually do, and I just had to work on it little by little, and that's what I'm doing. Let's see if I ink this really good. I like to have it inked really, really well. Okay, and I'm gonna try to ink this and put it correctly in the center. Oh dear, I hope I did good. There you go. Good evening from Finland. How are you, my dear Maria? So good to see you. Let's see. Oh, that looks great, but I turned it the other way. Okay, Jessica, don't do that to yourself. Don't make a mess. Okay, I'm going to put it aside because I want to do something else with this, but it needs to dry. So while it dries, because I don't want to be touching that, I'm going to bring my leftovers again. And I saw that I have some nice sequins in here. I'm going to use this sequins, and don't ask me what kit that came in. I think it was the last in the fall. Haha. So I'm going to use that. Let's see if I may need a little bit more of that, but let's see if this works. I'm going to put some of this around here. I'm going to decorate my cake. Okay, Jessica, you need to actually pick up your sequin. Aha. I'll put this one here, and I'll pick another one. You know, sometimes we have a bunch of things left over and we don't use them. We have to start using what we have. And there's another one. I think that's it for now. Now I'm gonna do the inside of this card because I had a cool idea, and I don't know what I did with the other one, but I need another one of these. And you know, this time I think I'm going to use this one. Oh no, I like this one better. Haha. Using them all and motivating you to use the little things that you have left over. Oh, I love that. Oh, happy day. Yes, I do too, Susan. It is a good one. Keeps me singing. Okay, now I'm going to bring this one, the one that says you're capable of amazing things. And that was from the April kit. Okay, so I'm going to use that one here because I want to be able to put a sentiment inside my card. Yes, those sequins are so cute. Really like it. I hope I'm inking this well. I can't wait to have my big ink pad of Misty Moonlight. We'll all be able to order it on June 3rd at noon Mountain Time. That's when the new catalog goes live. And I love that. Now I'm going to bring, where is, I know, I caught it. Okay, here it is. I have this little piece here. And you know, I thought that maybe, and only maybe, we could use this card sort of like a congratulations card. You could have a birthday cake or you can do it as a birthday, but I am using it more as a congratulations. And I'm going to make this little area here. And I'm just putting some glue at the bottom because I always like that. You can add little gift card on or $20 or something in there, in here, and I like that. So I'm just giving that opportunity right there. Okay, and then this I'm going to cut it right here. Haha. And I'm going to be adding it right at the top. Now let me bring, I have a little punch here with a flower that I love, and I know I have some purple posy cardstock here. Here it is. So I'm going to be cutting one of these or punching one of these out. And I will be adding that there because it's going to look all pretty. Okay. And I want to encourage you today to do beautiful things with what you have. If that's all you can do, go ahead. Go and create with what you have. Don't let anything steal your joy of creating. I'll put this here and then I'll go get one more of these. It's a simple card but just different, and I'll put that right there. Oops, my glue is still moving the flower, you see. Still moving the flower a little bit. But I have one more idea that I want to share with you. So to make this card even more happy, I'm going to bring my bone folder. Hello, Heidi. Good to see you this morning. I need to stop and say hello. And I'm going to be, I'll show you what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a wave, you see, so it looks very celebratory. And I have this right here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there, and that's where my glue is. And I'm going to put this right here. There you go. And yes, it may go flat when you put it in an envelope, but it will have that little bit of curve right there that looks like such a cute, it just brings that celebration banner right there. Oh, happy day, you're capable of amazing things. And I think this would be great as a graduation or as a birthday or as a congrats card for someone that really just needs to pick me up and needs to be happy today. Don't worry. Be happy. I really like this card. I hope that you did too. I have another idea for you. So let me go ahead and start that one right away. I have another one. I have this one. I'm going to use this card base. Nothing else from here right now. But I'm going to use this card base because it's my favorite. And now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a piece. And this is an addition that is 3 3/4 by 5. And you see, one of the things that happened with this that some people were telling me is that the card was too bright. They were like, oh my goodness, that's a bright card. Yes, it is. So one idea is that you can put another layer. In this case, I'm going to use Whisper White 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to add it to the front. But before that, I'm going to be stamping the one that says, you are amazing. Because we need to remind those that we love that they are amazing. Love the gift card holder. Thank you so much, my dear. You are so good. Okay, so I'm going to be inking this with my little ink spot. I've been using a lot this ink spot, and it's still pretty juicy. I am very, amazed. I love that of these ink spots, and I love that they're bringing us such juicy ink spots with paper pumpkin. I'm gonna turn this around, and I'm going to be adding this right here at the bottom. Let's see if it's straight. Okay, I'm gonna add it right there. And I think this is gonna be your favorite card. I hope it's your favorite card. I've seen so many alternates. Oh my goodness, this has been like the kit of the alternates everywhere. People are making alternates for these cards, and I'm like, but they're all so pretty already. Why are we making so many? I don't know, but I thought this was one that I truly had to make, and my Hannah, my daughter, my oldest, loved it. So I hope that you do as well. Now, for this, I'm going to bring my Big Shot, my cutting machine. At this point, Stampin' Up will be bringing a new cutter very, very soon. It won't be live with the new catalog on June 3rd. They informed to us. But in the kit came this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous tissue paper that is the Magenta Madness color that is in our cards, right? Right there is that very bright pink. So I thought, why not use it to create a flower? So you see, I already cut one, and I did not even unfold the whole thing. I just left it how it came. And I'm going to do the same thing again. What I did is that I used one of the dies, or the biggest die in the Poppy Moments dies. Okay, and it's not this one that has all the flowers in between and all the cutouts, but it's the one that is complete. And I think it actually coordinates with that. So I'm going to put it through the Big Shot. Okay, and we are going to cut our flower. Let's see if I'm putting this right under. Yeah, I have my precision plate, and I'm going to put this right here, and we're going to cut. I have a bunch of layers in there that this is cutting. Let me take this out because I want you to see the entire process. Okay, when it comes out, came out just like this, look. Very, very easy. Love that. So now I have a very nice flower made with the tissue paper that came in my box that you cannot forget that is there. Okay, now I'm gonna bring back my paper piercer. I'll take this off. Ta-da-da. And I'm going to bring my piercing tool right here because I want to make a little there. I want to make a hole right in the center of that. Why? Well, because I discover that I actually have some in my little leftovers baggies. I found some of these brads that are perfect for when you want to make a multi-layer flower. So I'm going to get one out. Okay. There it is. I leave my other ones in here. I love going back and using things that I already have. I encourage you to do the same. I do have a video on how to create this little leftover book. And let's see. I'm going to put now my little brad through. Okay. And we are going to open the brad. And you'll see how pretty this flower is going to come about. Okay. Okay, there I have it. Now I'm going to start gently to put all of my beautiful tissue paper up. And I have several layers in here. I want to get each of the layers out, you see? Mm-hmm. Hey, I have this the other way around. It needs to say Stampin' Up this way. No, I'm not a perfectionist. I just like that. I like to read things the right way. So here we go. Super, super simple. And if you don't have the puppy dies, you can use other ones. Even punches. If you have a punch of a flower, go ahead and use it. I suggest that you put a piece of paper to give it more sturdiness. Okay. Okay, so look at that cute flower right there. Haha. Now we are going to bring this, and I'm going to be adding this here. Okay, so let me do that first. I'm going to add some of my tape. I'll put this right at the center of my card. Thank you, Maria. So happy you like the flower. Yay! Don't throw away that beautiful madness, magenta madness tissue paper, because it's there for you. Now, I do have one more detail, and I really like this magenta madness twine. This is a twine that is just for us, for Paper Pumpkin subscribers. They're not selling this separately, so we have to be excited about it. But this is my mentality is usually, if you have it, use it. Please don't hoard more things. You have enough, and always think God is going to bring you more, even dimensionals and stuff like that. Some people are like, oh no, let me cut them in little pieces. I'm like, that's good. You can do that. But also use the stuff you have. If you have, I don't know, if you have stickers, if you have things, use them. If not, you're gonna forget about them. Get on with the new things and forget about them and not use them. So I'm not afraid of using my twine. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It will, at some point, I have to use it all. That's the goal. If you pay for it, it's not so that you keep it in a box and never use it. I have a lot of them doing that. And honestly, I think I cut way too much twine because I was talking about that. Look, I used too many. Oh, Heidi, I'm so glad that you like this idea, and we can make so many flowers out of them. Many, many flowers, even with a circle punch. If you have a circle punch or a circle die, they would make beautiful flowers as well. Now I'm going to put my twine where I want it, and I think I want it right there, and then I'm gonna cut, or my scissors again. I'm gonna cut this just a teeny bit. There you go. Love how that looks. And now I'm gonna bring my flower and I'm gonna put it right here. Now, before I do that, I use the same Puppy Moments dies to cut a couple of a couple of leaves in just jade, because I love how this card base brings the new in colors, and I already have the new in color cardstock that will be available June 3rd. And I did this one for the center and two of these ones for the side. So I'm gonna be adding this ones first with some dimensionals. Okay, I'll just put some dimensionals in here. TDD. You see, I already stamped in the back of that flower. There you go. And I'm gonna put this right there. I really like that. I really like how that looks. I'll put a little bit of glue on this one. I'll put it under, and I don't want it to go too far away from the card. And I know my flower is gonna go right there. Now I can put this right at the top of my flower. So let's see how I do that. I'm gonna need to find the middle of my flower again. You know what? I put some glue dots. I'm not gonna do it this time because it's gonna take me forever. And I want you just to see the idea. The other card that I made as a sample has it, so I'll show it to you. But look how cute that looks. Okay, that is so cute, so cute, so cute. How many layers do I have in here? Let's see. I have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 6. Yes, I have 6. And I just took the paper, how it came. You see how it comes? Fold it like this in 3. Yeah, so that makes sense. Da-da-da, da-da-da. And then I fold it. It actually came with that same fold. So right there, that's how I did it. Okay, so it must have like 3 and 6. That's how I counted. This was for my sample. This is the one that I just did right now. And I cut them all through with the same die. Super, super simple. But these are the 2 cards that I had for you. And let me show you the other one. Ooh, I'm not done. Okay, I'll be done. I added some sequins because this kit, remember this kit? Which one is this kit? I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that came with a cake. Okay, and had all these lovely things. Haha, lovely. Well, it came with this sequence. Aha, Stephanie, thank you so much. Randy's so happy you like it. So I took some of my sequins and I just put a few dots of glue dots on the sides, you see, like that. And I added them. And look how nice it looks also with the little sunshine thingy in the center that I didn't do on this one. You can just leave it like that, but I just put a glue dot and I added that in there. So this one's more open and this one's more fluffy. And I hope you like them. I really like my cake as well. It was a fun card to make, and again, for birthdays, it's so happy. And it makes your purple posy more, it kind of makes it for a softer card. So I was trying to look for a way to make a softer card with it. The vellum and the purple posy brings that, and then the little bit of twine, not too much, and the inside. You're capable of amazing things. So I hope that you try this ones, and if you do that, you share them with me. I am so glad that you like them. Makes me so happy. Love the little sequins that are pinkish in color. It really brings a lot in this card. So I really and truly hope that you try them. To end today's video, I would like to bring you a word of encouragement. So I'm going to turn my camera around and go find my Bible and just share with you what's been encouraging me today for this week, okay? And this week I've been meditating on the book of Joshua, and I wanted to read to you a portion from it in the chapter number 3. I've been stretched in many ways, and I am pretty sure that many of you are being stretched in many ways. This is for me day number 71 that I've been in my house in lockdown because of the pandemic, because of the COVID-19 and everything in our lives. And I feel like it started January 1st because this year has been absolutely challenging. But the lockdown actually started March 14 for us, and today's day 71. So that's a lot of days that I've been home. And I feel like I've been stretched in many ways. I'm also expecting a baby, and my belly is stretching like crazy, and I feel like huge, okay? You may see me from here up, but I feel huge. And most times, anyhow, my energy level is struggling, but I'm here. I'm still here. And I went to the Lord and I said, Lord, I feel very stretched. Not only in my body, but my spiritual being and my emotional being. Every area of our lives are being stretched. And then everything that we see around, we get affected by all these things in different ways. And it really touches our hearts. So I want to tell you what the Lord has been ministering to me. And as I read Joshua was about to cross the Jordan River. Cross the Jordan River with thousands of people under his lead. Moses, the main leader, just died, and this young man was now the leader of an entire nation, Israel. And you know what? He had to go now, and the Lord spoke to him, telling him that he had to cross the Jordan River. And not only that, he said that he was going to show up. You know, God was going to show that Joshua was now the leader, and Joshua had to be strong and courageous, and he had to tell the people something. And he said to the people, consecrate yourselves. This is in Joshua chapter 3, verse 5. Consecrate yourself, for tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things among you. He had faith, okay? He didn't know what was going to happen. No miracles have happened through him as of yet. But he said, this is what you're going to do. Prepare yourselves. The Lord is going to do something amazing. Then he told the priest, okay, you're going to go get the ark and you're going to start walking. You just go into the river. No matter what, just go into the river. And when you get there, I want you to stand. So they were supposed to stand in a totally full flooded river during harvest season. It says in the word that it was flooded The priest just needed to go and stand. Then he told the people, when you see the priest get the ark representing the presence of God, follow them, okay? Follow them, not too close. You need to keep a distance, and it gave specifics to the people. But follow the ark, and whatever the ark goes, you go. That's the direction you're going to go. Right? So he gave the people specifics of what they had to do, but they seemed like small things to do. To the priest, go get the ark, get moving. To the people, you see the ark, get moving. To the priest, when you get to the river, enter the river and stand in the river. To the people, cross over. That's all they had to do. But in this chapter 3, it talks that just the men that were armed were about 40,000 people. Just the men, not counting the women, not counting the children, not counting those men that were not armed. It's just talking about the army of Israel at that point. In the book of Numbers, it says that the people of Israel were about 600,000 people at this point. So we are talking something big here. God was about to do something amazing. And God is about to do something amazing in your life and in my life. But I need to ask you to please do the little things. Don't focus on the big picture. Don't try to do everything at once. I need you and me to focus on the little things that God is calling you to do. That may be so simple as creating a card and sending it to somebody that the Lord put in your heart. That may be as simple as praying today's prayer, just 10 minutes of your time to be in the Word. That may be as simple as obeying, standing still wherever the Lord is telling you to be. Even if it's in the middle of the river. You know, everything that went through those priests' minds, they were like, you are out of your mind. I have to go and stand in the river. How are people going to pass the river? As soon as the priest touched the river stopped. The waters stopped about 20 miles before where they were passing. The waters stopped. There was no more water. And it says that Israel passed the Jordan River in dry land, dry ground. Imagine 40,000 armed men. Imagine the women, the children, everybody had to pass. They all had to have faith to do the little things. So what is the little thing that God is calling you to do today that you totally have to focus on because you've been stretched? You don't feel like you have so much inside of you to do the big things. My dears, do the little things. They matter. They are done by faith. They are honoring God when you do the little things. So whatever little God is calling you to do, I encourage you today to go ahead and do it with all your heart. You know what? You will see the Lord do amazing things again. In your life, you will see the miracles. You will see the promises. That was an amazing day in Joshua's life. But he had to trust God and the people of Israel as well. I love you. I encourage you to go do the little things and to be a blessing to those that the Lord puts in your hands to be a blessing. Do not stop refreshing others. You yourself will be refreshed. I love you, and it's a blessing to have you here. I bless you in the name of Jesus, and I will see you here again. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for being part of Stampin'Up Blessing, and thank you for crafting and using your crafts to bless the name of the Lord. Ciao, ciao.